All right. This is October 3rd, and right now Mitt Romney and Barack Obama are debating each other in Denver, and I saw a quick clip, but I couldn't hear them talking because it was at a restaurant. Anyway, doesn't matter. They obviously don't have respect for other people that are serious candidates. I mean, how do you know a person is really capable of doing the job? John Kennedy once said, "There's no experience that can adequately prepare you for being president other than being president." And Obama has the advantage because he's had 4 years in there, and so he's been debriefed and he knows all the secret stuff, blah 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 blah, and it really doesn't matter. What really matters here is that out of 16 debates, neither one of them, neither their political managers, the people that work for them, took me seriously on YouTube. I showed everybody my presidential seal. I showed everybody, I realized that all this is symbolic. I mean, you can't take me seriously, obviously. Obviously, these people believe they're president, and they're listened to, they're obeyed. The military obviously obeys to them, but the president really isn't the president, neither is Congress. Who's really pulling the strings? The Bilderberg Group, Trilateral Commission, Council of Foreign Relations. If I was there on the stage right now with them, I would be asking them, the first question would be, how many Bilderberg meetings have both of you been to or have been invited to? And how many Bilderberg people and Rockefeller people, like in the Trilateral Commission, the Council of Foreign Relations, how many times have you been to their meetings? And how many of them have you met privately, secretly, behind closed doors, or otherwise? And then the next question I ask them is, how many pilot programs have you actually launched that are working with 100% efficiency? Or even 90% efficiency. Now, we all realize that the president isn't fully in power, that Congress, the president, Senate, they're all involved in whether these things get launched or not. Laws, regulations, rules. But, you know, they're all living in fantasy land, all of them. Not one of them. Oh God, this thing! I hate these things. Go around. They go around your neck, right, or anything. All right, where were we? Not one of them really have any experience in what really matters, which is showing how many programs have you launched that were successful. It's a simple question. 5, 10, 20. It doesn't matter whether you get up and you argue about, point fingers at each other and say, oh, well, I got so many jobs when I was governor, and I got so many jobs when I was junior senator in Chicago, and I did this and I did that. It's all nonsense. And I can't believe any of you, with the controlled propaganda media sitting there, that commentator at the Presidential Commission on Debates, all the people that are involved in this are actually putting up with any of it. This is like, earlier today I did a video and I only got 2 views. I titled the video, the video yesterday, Poor, Abused, Middle-class people. Romney says that 47% of the people feel like victims. Well, victims or not, and Obama went on David Letterman. Hey, there's one for you. He gets invited on David Letterman, and people like me don't even get thought of. They pretend like we don't even exist, yet we're supposed to be citizens. I'm a citizen who's been abused. My civil rights have been violated. That's why I rant and rave, because I'm a prisoner here. I have to leave with nothing to show for all the work I do, with my stuff being auctioned off, my life being trespassed on over and over and over. Every day it's trespassed. Every day that I am not able to be somewhere safe and secure from any kind of threat, from people in authority using the color of law to destroy my life over and over again, and I can't be anywhere. What? I have to either kill myself or leave the country with nothing except the shirt on my back, the hat I've got on, and that's it? When I go to another country, they'll say, "How old are you?" And I'll tell them how old. And then they'll say, "Well, what did you do for the last 30 years?" And I'll say, "Well, I was a victim. I got harassed. My cars, my boats, my motorhomes, they all got taken by vicious cycle laws, color of laws that take advantage and prejudicially destroy lots of people's lives, not just me. They make people homeless in this country. They make them homeless. This isn't about, and nobody watches my YouTube, except maybe when Ambassador Stevens died. I got, surprisingly enough, because it was such a hot issue, I titled my video, Dead Pictures of Ambassador Stevens, Rape Pictures of Ambassador Stevens, but I put commas in between, so I didn't lie. And then I did show dead children from Iraq and Afghanistan who were killed by friendly fire. No wonder the soldiers over there are committing suicide. You've got idiots for president. That's what they are. They're idiots. And so are the people that vote for them. So what? I go on the boob tube. It's not YouTube. It's boob tube. Because even YouTube is being controlled by the Bilderberg Group and the Trilateral Commission. Look at how they separate the videos. I can't debate those two idiots right now that are talking. They're idiots. And I can't believe that you people are swallowing it hook, line, and sinker again 4 years later. And 4 years before that. I don't care who these presidents are. Whatever good programs they've ever launched, they're all compromised ever someone else goes into office. They're either erased or compromised, one or the other. So your problem is you don't know how to have your priorities are all in the wrong place. You've got no priorities, no real priorities. They're all launched. Your priority programs are launched by stupid people. And I don't know what to do. I just wander the streets every day, wake up every day, depressed, knowing my house was burnt, my 24 cars, sailboats, my even forced into storage places after they took everything from me that was on wheels, trapped me here in Los Angeles. Your authority figures here violated my civil rights, and I don't see Barack Obama gets up there at the lousy Democratic convention. He says, "No one left behind." Well, I was left behind a long time ago. Sorry, Barack. But you're a liar, and so is Mitt Romney. So is all of you. I don't see one of you reaching your hand out and saying, "I would be privileged." That's what you both should be saying. You would be privileged to be able to meet me on stage and debate me. Have the guts to meet me on stage and debate me. Plain and simple. And you know why you won't? Because I'm going to jump all over the place. My mind multitasks faster than both of you put together, or than all the presidential candidates put together, and I'm going to wipe the stage with you. You're not going to be able to walk off that stage without feeling embarrassed. And that's what the media and the government is afraid of. Because I'll bring up the dead children you all are responsible for killing. I'll bring up the fact that all you Christians, Muslims, Mormons, I don't care who you are, you all pay taxes. 75% of the taxes goes to the military, and you all kill innocent men, women, and children in other countries just to put gas in your car. Do you want to go on talking with me? I will wipe the stage with all of you. You won't have a leg to stand on. And you know why? Because everything I'm saying comes from the truth, comes from the heart, comes from my being punished over and over again, sleeping in doorways, sleeping in abandoned buildings, being harassed, my house being set on fire. You're the people that did it to me. And you're still doing it. So you deserve your ambassadors to be killed. You deserve Al-Qaeda coming at you from every way they can. You deserve people walking into churches and shooting people. You deserve it all. because you don't have any guts to meet me on stage. Instead, you've ignored me. So I'm going to tell you something before I get off this program here. Something very, very horrible is going to happen. Worse than what happened to the ambassador over there. And I predicted that 4 years before it happened. And I showed everybody in my last videos how I predicted it. And I showed everybody in my last week's videos that I'm the one that predicted 9/11 7 years before it happened. I even showed you the presidential seal that I sealed the document with, which the government has classified top secret. They will never reveal that paper. Even if I show up with it and show it to people, they'll say, oh, that's unsubstantiated. Just like the Anti-Terrorist Commission said about my papers that I faxed them back in 2008. Or 2004. So, go on. Skip your merry little way. Skip the loo-lee-loo, skip the loo-lee. Skip your merry way to the White House. It's all a game. It's all lies. It's all death. It's all destruction. I know that Al-Qaeda watches my tapes. There's no doubt in my mind some of them have been talking about my tapes. And I'm sure that just feeds fire to them. They say, you know what? America is evil. Look at this. Here's a guy who's been mistreated by his own country. His property taken from him over and over again. They won't even lift a finger for the FBI to investigate building and safety, the LAPD, the fire department, the mayor's office. They won't investigate anything. You know why? Because of the way I talk, because of the way I carry myself on YouTube. They are deeply afraid of anybody like me. And as soon as I get national attention, I'm going to have rifles pointed at me. You know why? These people really are paranoid. They're cuckoo. They're really nuts. Beyond nuts. They have no business being in power. They have no business having weapons because they don't know how to use them constructively. As a matter of fact, the only way they use weapons constructively is killing women, men, women, and children in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in Panama, in Vietnam. Of course the soldiers are going to commit suicide. They see blood and carnage. They see little boys and girls with their arms and heads chopped, blown to pieces. Of course they're going to get sick. They're either going to get cold, calculated, and unfeeling, or they're going to get sick. So, that's what I got to say tonight. And now you've got to answer it. Because if you don't answer it, I guarantee you, worse things are going to happen. That thing that happened in Libya, that happened because somebody saw my videos. I don't have to force you to see my videos. You should be seeing every last one of them. Because they're repetitive. They talk over and over again about what is truly the truth and what is right about life, and you people don't represent that. You represent gas in your cars, electricity for your SUVs, your crappy cell phones, even your Christians, your religious people. You're not religious. If you really were, you would have listened to Christ a long time ago. Matthew 18:6. Don't kill children, or you're going to tie a millstone to your neck and you're going to be tossed into the sea. Go read that. There's your Son of Man. You believe in the Son of God. You really believe that? Come on, let's see you put up or shut up. Because I don't think there's one Christian among you that will take your money out of the banks and challenge the government and take the government over. Because that's what's necessary in this country in order to make these people that are in power at the state, federal, and local level understand that the people are in charge, not the president, not the Congress, not the Senate, not the state legislatures, not even down to the mayor's office. They all abuse people. And this abuse has to stop before you have or claim that you have the freest country in the world. You don't. A free country doesn't have people that walk into buildings and shoot people. A free country doesn't pay money to the military to kill other people just to put gas in their cars. A free country doesn't have excessive police all over the place beating up their own citizens because of a misunderstanding. They just don't do it. An advanced civilization doesn't need police on the street. You know why? Because everybody knows how to act. They know how to be proper. They know what's the right thing and the wrong thing to do. Hell, you've got it almost made. Most people do stop at every red light. Most people do follow as much of the rules as possible. But there's a point in life where you need to stop pushing so hard. You really do. Because you're already hypocrites, and you're already contradicting yourself every day you wake up. You're contributing to this evil that's sitting there debating tonight. Now, Mr. Romney, Mr. Obama, you really want to prove you're not evil? Come on. Take me on. I dare you. A bunch of chickens. That's what you are. Chickens with money in your pocket.